Welcome to VollGazz Moto 2. We join you live today from the penultimate round at Termas in Argentina. I'm once again joined by Deck, who is streaming. So you probably hear Deck come in every now and then, but for now you've just got me talking for most of the time. We have a field of 11 out of 12 riders today. Fortunately, Wolf can't make it, and also Gami Rock of the Mark BDS squad can't make it either. We do have Minimum 123 joining us again, as he is the replacement rider and he is riding the Patronus this week after his weekend with Italtrans last week at Sachsenring, and today he joins G Silky in that Patronus garage. Joey has also returned back to his bike, and I think he's back at the team with Finley, who's looking pretty good on these Moto2 bikes and has improved a lot since the season start. So Joe has also returned, as I believe Joe wasn't here last week, or he just had major issues. Michael's had connection issues last week, so it can happen, but we have a pretty full field of riders and we've just got to keep a good eye on them here, especially at coming out of turn 9 and into turn 10 with that huge green part, because if we spot you, one of the riders on that green bit, we will give them a warning, and that will be their lap cancelled immediately. And if they do set a lap and they do improve slightly, we'll just give them the penalty of what we'll probably do is just give them the penalty of whatever they gained on that lap, because it's meant to be invalid if they do the limits there. So Deck, if you can, mate, just if you see him extend on there, just let me know, and I will give them a warning.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank you, mate. But yeah, what do you think about the field today then? Do you reckon it's going to be a bit of a pretty close? I mean, the top three are quite split, but 4th and 5th, the KTMs are pretty close together, so...
Yeah, 4th and 5th is pretty close, but the top 3, man, it's just so separated, you know? I feel like they're just gonna walk away on this one. But everyone, 4th, 5th, you know, Jack Jr., Josh, Shizuki, I mean, it could be banker lap, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, definitely. So Finley jumps into 4th, so getting pretty close to Joe on the MV there. So Finley looking to get a
go ahead and cancel Jack Jr.'s lap, 100%.
He's cancelling it. There's Mugsy and Mike. Mike was fine. I think Mike was fine. I didn't quite see, but Mike seems to be pretty clean. So he's watching Mugsy now as he does come round to turn 9. So just making sure that everything's inside track limits. Takes it nice and steady through there. Yep, pretty clean, avoiding it quite a lot. Joey as well. And Josh, so just keep an eye on Joey. Right now, as he comes through, his mini has a crash. Joey looking fine. Josh now coming up through turn 9, hitting the curb. Looking good through there. One of the MVs behind of Joe, all good as well. So everybody staying within track limits out of those 3, which is lovely to see. The Shizuki breaks down into turn 4 down the long, after that long back straight. As Joey actually moves into 5th position, so you have the 2 as Josh moves ahead of his teammate as well. So you've got the 2 Italtrans riders in 4th and 5th, and the KTMs in 6th and 7th. Shizuki currently on a lap, but not on an improved one as of now, but still got a fair few little bit to go on the lap now as he keeps it in track limits, runs a little bit wide though, but I think he just sorted himself out there, so he stayed within the limits, because there's always a chance of improving and nailing that final sector. That's just Mogsy. Mogsy's going through. Okay, him and Jack Berman are together, so Obviously running wide. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the KTM rider and the Sky rider. Oh, boys, battle him. Oh, okay. There's Mini. Okay, Mini coming into turn 9 now. Yeah, looking good through there. So Mini on an improved lap, also Jackhammer on 2 red sectors. Oh, as the bike looks a bit squirrely there. Jack, once again, coming into turn 9 Mini on a improved lap. Well, on a lap now, so he will. Looks like he's going to set one. Jack stays inside track limits as well. Joe now going through, that's up to Jackhammer on 3 red sectors as Mini jumps into 10th ahead of Mogsy. Will Jackhammer improve his lap? So, he does. So 0.8 gap to Nelson. Jack Berman once again on a personal best. First sector as him and Mogsy are both once again together on track. So after they had a bit of a collision in qualifying, which you don't normally see, I think Mogsy just went for the move on the inside for some very strange reason. And Jack Berman went down. As they both come through now. Fine. Mimon once again improving. He's on 2 personal best sectors. He comes through the final sector and once again orange as Jack moves into 4th there. As Finley now on a personal best second, if I can get to him, there we go. Got his teammate behind him as well, so Finley on a lap. Walk Joey a bit.
Oh yeah, go ahead and cancel Joey's lap. Well, he's not even improving.
Joey's not pulling out of the lap. Still has to anyway, regardless, and he's not. If he improved.
Yeah, I don't think
no, he didn't. Okay. Should still pull out of it anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
But now, Mike looking good through there. He's on an improved one. If he can improve by about 0.3, he'll jump ahead of Giselki. So 8th position in qualifying as Jack on 3 red sectors as well. As Mike now comes across, will he improve? He does jump ahead. He's 2.2 behind the KTM rider. There's a bot. There's Jack Berman now also on an improved lap. And Jack did improve furthermore just by under a point. You'll get that, Mike, don't worry. You still got a little bit, no more of the session, but hopefully the next qualifying will do decent. As now Joey on 2 orange second sectors as he comes to end his 3rd sector. Hopefully he'll get this line pretty clean through here, and he does. Isoki as well on an improved Joe as well, so I think Joe is just behind Sophie. See what Joe is. This is Sophie now at turn 9. Will it be clean? Yep, all good through that. Joey moves into 6th. Don't know whether he moved up positions, I couldn't quite see. I didn't see Joe go through there, but Josh responding to being down to 7th at some point, so we'll be hoping to move up and hopefully be able to get on that second row. If he can improve ever so by a few tenths, he should be able to make it. Mogsy as well, currently sitting at the back of the field and doesn't improve.
Well,
Mogsy a little bit off pace, I don't know whether he's been
practice, but you know.
Yeah, true.
You know, full 5 seconds off the pace is just.
As we're just waiting on Jack Berman now to finish his lap, and that will be everyone done. So that is your qualifying done for race 1, and we will confirm the results of that. And it is Jack Hammer on pole once again, with Nelson in second, closely followed by Joe. On the second row, you've got Jack Berman, Finley, and Joey. Third row, you've got Josh, Gisoki, and Mike. And then rounding off the grid on the fourth row is Minimum 123 and Mogsy. So let's get ready to race, and we'll see what the weather is like. Anything can happen. It could be any weather conditions that could change everything for everyone. And it is clear skies in Argentina for race 1. So we'll just wait for everybody to ready up, and we will get ready to go racing. Jack with another dominant qualifying, almost a second quicker than anybody else on the track. So Jack will be hoping to get away cleanly, as he could be the champion from this race. I believe he just has to finish third, and Nelson can win the race, I believe, and Jack will still be the champion. So we will start the race as everybody's ready. So good luck to all the riders, and let's hope for a good, clean race. For the past 2 days of racing we've had here, there's been a fair amount of incidences into turn 1, so let's just hope and pray that nothing happens here, as it would be nice to see a clean getaway first time, as the main class had to be restarted twice, I believe, which was pretty crazy. And nearly a third time as the lights go out and the guys do set off. As Nelson once again gets a rocket start. I don't know what it is. He's got some rocket on that, not VDS. Oh, there's been a crash of Joey. I think it was just to use the front thing. I couldn't quite catch it. Oh, as one of the KTMs bumped Mimon out the way. It looked like. So the guys all scrambled to get away. There's Mike into 7th. There's a bit of a gap forming actually from 7th to the top 6. Jack's pulled a monstrous lead already, it looks like, but Nelson hoping to try and stick with him and close the gap as Mogsy goes down. Is anyone else collected? It doesn't look like it. So to be honest, this was the cleanest getaway out of all the races, don't you think, Jack?
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, it was carnage in the last couple ones, but I don't quite know what happened there, but might seem to be pushed out wide. As the guys now come around turn 9, let's see if everything's stayed in limits. Yep, perfect. The guys behind, yep, all good. So everybody riding smoothly and cleanly there through that, which is nice. It's quite easy to exceed the limits there. Oh, Josh goes down. I think he's hit the grass. Because the Patronus ride is actually doing really well once again, 5th and 6th currently, so that'll be good for their team's championship. And also the Patronus team's championship as a whole. So, oh, something going on there on my screen. Daniel Lyle Jack crashed there, weirdly, but he's fine. Oh, something going on there with one of the Patronuses and the KTM rider of Jack Berman. Seems like there's a bit of a battle. But Jack not being able to bridge that gap further more from Nelson and Joe as the front three pulled away, which is what we thought, what we expected to happen anyway by the qualifying results, as everybody starts their second lap of the 6th, so another pretty cool 25% race distance, so you've just got to be really consistent in these laps and try not to crash. As everybody about ready to come through the dreaded turn 9. Looking good, it seems like. Yeah. So watch Joey and through. Yeah, everybody good once again. There we go, starting the 3rd lap now. Finley currently sitting in 4th. He's kind of bridging a gap now from Gisilki in 5th. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that gap between 3rd and 4th to see if it is coming down or it's even getting further away. Because at the moment it looks like Finley's in a comfortable 4th position. So all the guys now on their 3rd lap, as everybody is fairly close together. So if somebody goes down here now, one of the front guys, potentially they could lose a lot of positions and get into the halfway point now in the race, so it'll be hard to claw back any other positions really and get good points. But Jax has got to keep doing what he's doing. If he can just even stay ahead of Nelson, it's a definite confirmed he will be the champion of Moto to VollGazz with 3 races to go. All the guys now are coming down the long left-hander where you're just spinning that rear up. When you get that right, it's really nice. Here we come now. Ooh. Joey a little bit close there. I think he was alright. Just about. There we go then. I'm guessing you're keeping an eye on all of them as well, then, are you, Deck, as well, for the stream, or...
Oh, I haven't from the green, but...
Alright, I'll keep flicking through then, and then, just so I can, see if anybody... Joe goes down! Crash for Joe! Which promotes Finley into 3rd position and G Silky into 4th. And then he also has his wildcard ride once again this weekend, sitting in 5th position, so pretty sure he'll be pretty happy with where he is at the moment. It's disaster for Joe as he drops down to 9th position. Small mistake and small error can cost you a lot of places, and that just proves it there.
Nelson comes across with the fastest time of 1:38.9.
Nelson with the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's close to gap down from second to
no, Minnie's gone down. There's been a crash with Jack Berman. I don't know what has happened. See if we can get confirmation from one of them if they can talk during the race. I do have them muted currently. As Joe goes down again. Oh no, has there been another incident with Minnie? They both... Oh no. I haven't seen them, so I don't know what's happened. I can try and speak to Vinny after the race, but it's just annoying when you don't see it. It's almost like you need an extra pair of eyes, really. So, after me praising Vinny for his 5th, he's had a nightmare lap. Lap 4. It's the front 2 now, 5 point. Oh, Finley! Turn 3, hits the curb. G Silky into 3rd position, and he's got a gap as well to Mike, who's now in 4th. Wow, this race
Nelson
is...
now with a minute 38.7 up. Count, I think he's slightly catching Jack.
I can't see tyres. So what is the difference between Jack's tyres and Nelson's tyres currently? Is there any major difference that could be playing a part as well?
No, they're the same. Literally the same.
And if you can, just what are the tyres of everybody else on the field as well?
G Silky's front tire is a little overheated, not by much. I'm assuming he went with a soft.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a medium. I'm not sure. Mike's tire's the same as Jack and Nelson's. So is Josh's.
Yeah.
Finley's. Basically, everyone's tires are about the same.
Yeah.
Sub G Silky's. Might have just went with a softer front tire than everyone else.
Maybe. Yeah. Joe again. What has gone on?
Joe not having the best of luck this race.
Nope. Goes from 3rd position. Almost really a guaranteed podium, as he was quicker than the guys behind him, but he's just had a nightmare. I don't know. There was definitely an incident involving Minnie and Jack Berman, and also I believe Joe and Minnie as well. So we'll need to have a look at and review the footage after the race, as we didn't quite see it, as the guys are now on their final lap, as Jack is just going through the 3rd sector as well as Nelson. The guys are now following behind. G Silky, he's just got to stay on now, and he has got a podium to his name. It's Jack now coming into the penultimate corner now, the hairpin before crossing the line. He hasn't done what he did when he tried to pass Deck a few months back in an online lobby, but there you go, Jack's crossed the line, and he is the Moto2 VollGazz Racing champion, so well done to Jack. I'm sure we'll be speaking to him after the race. And somebody goes on the inside, Finley on the inside of Mike. Oh, very risky move as Finley steals 4th position off Mike. Finley coming home in 4th, Mike in 5th, Josh in 6th, Jack Berman in 7th after an incident that I didn't quite see. Oh, Joey coming over in 8th, Minnie and 9th after a couple of instances going on that we need to speak to him about after. We didn't quite catch it. As Mogsy goes down at the final corner, and I will have to help. And we will confirm the times. And your final results of race 1 of the evening is Jack Hammer. Here he is, that is your champion of VollGazz Moto2. So well done to Jack, he comes home with another win. With Nelson, he put up a hard battle. Very close behind Jack's time there, so those two dominant with their pace. G Silky with, I believe, which is his maiden podium aboard that Petronas Yamaha. So Petronas Yamaha, what I'm on about. Petronas Moto2 bike, well done to him. Finley in 4th, Josh in 5th, Mike in 6th, Jack Berman in 7th, Joey in 8th, Minnie in 9th, Mogsy 10th, and Joe, after a disaster race, finishes in 11th. It's so easy to make that mistake with Petronas, because I always do the commentary for GP as well, so I always see the Petronas Yamaha on a Saturday and a Sunday, so it's very easy for me to make that mistake. So apologies there, and we will now move on to our second race with the 5-minute qualifying. So we will jump straight into that, so we can hopefully try and finish on time. Pretty crazy first race there, so we will speak to everybody after race 2 is finished. We are our 5-minute qualifying. Everybody probably just getting ready to go straight out, probably sorting out their steering as it's all they can do. So they all head out on track with Josh, Mike and Joe. Many and mostly still currently sat in the pits, so they'll be heading out very soon, I'm sure, as they do. So, oh, Mike down with a bit of a crash. So, what were your thoughts on that first race in deck? Okay, I think we might have some that might not be there currently, or just has his mic be. I don't know. So I will ask him that question a little bit later when he's talking.
My apologies. It was.
Okay. No worries.
The first two, really good. I really wish Nelson was really close to Jack for a last lap battle. That would have been really good to watch, seeing as they were both on
definitely.
the same pace. Unless Jack just wasn't pushing because he already knew he had the win in the bag, but we'll never know until we ask him during the interview. But
yeah, I mean yeah.
And we had the odd few crashes that I didn't get to see, so I mean I wish I knew what happened, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, definitely. It was a crazy race. I think even Jack could have finished even behind Nelson. He would have still won the title. So he could have finished second. Nelson finished first. Jack would have still had it.
What really surprised me more than anything is the person 5 seconds off the pace didn't come last.
Yeah. I think Joe just had a pretty disastrous.
Yeah, at that point I think Joe should have just put it in the pits.
Yeah. I think when he had that first crash, I think it just frustrated him. I think he was involved in another incident, and that probably just made him a bit frustrated and a bit angry. So when you're riding angry, you make silly mistakes. You push, to be honest, you push almost too hard, and you just run wide everywhere, and just put more pressure on that front end. So, we will have our moments where always Nelson comes out in front of Mogsy's on a hot lap, as let's go straight for him with the ghosting systems. He's silky also on a lap, but it's just hard when you're to ride when you're angry. It really is, and it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling when you're not doing well anyway. After and being taken out in instances, but he was riding well for the first few laps, definitely. So.
Hey, Moggsy's going for another lap, doing exactly what he did yesterday during the race. Held his teammate up, Nelson.
Strong words there from Dak, definitely. Yeah, that main class race was pretty crazy yesterday. You had an insane battle with Camille, so you know, props to you for kind of overtaking him when you did and getting that win. So well
Really,
done.
Moxley was going too slow. Nelson had to pull out of his lap.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's tensions flaring in the LCR Castrol garage at the moment anyway, so I think
Oh,
that's gonna be even...
It's gonna be some fist swinging tonight.
100%. There's gonna be some bloodstained knuckles going on in that garage, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I hate to be in that garage tonight.
Finley jumps into second. Wow. There's Josh now coming through the hairpin, and he does look like he's going to improve a lap. He could jump up a couple of positions here potentially, and he does. He jumps to fifth. Oh, good lap there from Josh. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with that. Smokes on a great third sector, and he pulls out the lap. As the session is over already. We have a couple of riders still on laps. Mike on going through the final sector. No, he's on 2 greys, but he could still improve slightly. If he improves by just less than 0.1, he will jump into 5th ahead of Josh. So just keep an eye on Mike now as he comes through the hairpin and cross the line. Will he improve his lap? He doesn't, unfortunately. So Mike looks like he's going to start from the back of the second row, but there's still other guys on that, so like Silky and Joey and riders like that, as Joey seems to be with Finley, who I believe is also on a lap. So both of the Teltrans guys battling together as Joey pushes Finley and wrecks the lap there, it seems like. So Silky taking that very nice. Joey still not basically pulled up the lap really, because he did bump his teammate off, and will he move up positions? And he does. He moves into 5th. What do we do here?
Well, I mean, they were battling, so I mean, I'll say just leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it
Okay. Yeah. So we will now confirm the times of your qualifying for race 2. And it is once again Jack Hammer on pole with a 1:37.984, breaking that 38 barrier. Then in second you've got Finley with a 1:39 flat, 1 second slower than Jack. Jack set an insane qualifying pace with Nelson in third. Second row of the grid you've got Jack Berman, Joey and Josh. Your third row of the grid you've got Mike, G Silky and Mogsy, and then running off the fourth row of the grid is minimum 1, 2, 3 and Joe. Not setting a lap, so I don't know whether Joe is just sitting in the garage, you know, eating something to cure his sadness, maybe. I don't know. Something's going on there on the MV.
He could be in the garage praying for a better lap.
Could be, yeah. Or he could just be thinking, could be an incident in turn 1, or at the back of the grid. Hopefully I'll be able to just pull through and get away from some carnage that could happen, but the guys got away pretty cleanly on race 1, so potentially there's a high chance it won't happen, and there'll be another clean start once again.
Yeah,
Joe ready's straight out, so Joe's definitely there. We're just waiting on 2 more guys to ready up, both of the Dutch riders of Joey and Nelson. So we'll just wait for these 2 to ready up and we will begin. Josh is flashing the ready button, so is Finley, and so is Jack Berman. Just waiting on Joey. We'll give him another minute or so and he's readied up, so perfect. We will start. So good luck to the guys, and this will be your final race of the evening, so hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's hope for a good one to round off the evening. There he is, Jack, on pole once again. Pretty flawless qualifying streak. Finally with a good middle of the first row start. And it is lights out. We are away for race 2 at Termas. Nelson, has he got another diamond start? Mike, what the hell has happened? I have no idea what Mike just did there. He crashed on the straight. As Mini goes down, and there's an MV gone down as well with Joe. Oh, a fair few have gone down.
I think
here
Mike
this
had the
time.
glitch because he just ran straight
Did
into
he?
the wall.
I'm guessing we'll just red flag it then. This might have got the glitch. He's dropping off, I think. I think Mike actually did have the glitch. I'm not 100% sure, but it's not worth the risk of in case he does, and we're already a lap through before we realise. So if you can almost hear it as well when you're lining up. We just wait for Jack Hammer to ready up for the champ to put the green light on. He might be even typing to one of us. Yeah, he's flashing. Okay, he's ready. As we line up once again, there's no sound of any bikes revving. Tool for me. Is there a way? I believe everybody is fine. No one's got the glitch. And there's been another horrific accident. Oh my god. There's been a monstrous crash. How many's got away? Wow, okay, yeah. That was a humongous crash. So many riders going down. Come on, guys. Let's keep this a bit more clean if we can. We've had, what, 2 crashes on the straight now? Or 1 crash? Just... everyone's flashing, so I think we're good to go. And we are away as the guys set off. Take 3, I should say, of race 2. And it seems like it's... oh. Come on, guys, please. There's been another humongous, almighty crash of about even more riders this time. The race is not won in the first corner. Just please get away cleanly. Like he did in the first race. That was perfect. It was near enough perfect. So, you ready for take 4 deck?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in this one. Yeah, I think
It's like, I think the second time it looked like Mike didn't, he was stuck in neutral, or I think someone was stuck in neutral.
we'll just restart. We need to get this done quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's getting on for 9 o'clock, so... let's hopefully take 4 will be a bit more clean. As we get ready to set off once again, and it's a go for start 4 of race 2. Nelson with another just insane start. Oh, a KTM just bumped Mike off. I don't know which... Oh my, that was a humongous crash once again. And how many have gone down? There's even more that have, it's the same amount. For God's sake. This is taking the mick now, guys. Seriously. This is taking the mick right now. 6 riders have gone down 2 times in a row now. Please just... There was a humongous high side from Joey there, so humongous high side. I just unmuted him, yep. No, he hasn't. Oh. And... Okay. I think... Oh! I don't know how many have gone down. There's what, how many are together? I think there's like 8. I think it's fine. I'm unmuting everybody now. I'm muting everyone now, so. So, I don't know how the guys are muted for this one, so I think they can still hear me anyway when I'm doing the commentary anyway, so as everybody seems to have gotten round turn 9 cleanly. Been on the bit on the grass there, so there's Nelson, needs to brace. No more he can do for his championship fight. It is done. Joe's gone down again. Just a disaster weekend for Joe on the Moto2s. Joe's gone down again. What's going on with Joe? Is he? Did he exceed limits, or? There's Nelson. Jack goes on the inside of Nelson and he... Oh. Is there a lead position, Deck? It's your call. Oh no! Oh, Nelson's just taken out Mogsy. It looked like for me that you took him out. So I gave I gave Jack a warning, so I'm gonna have to give you the warning for that one because it was a very similar incident. Just so it's fair on Jack's behalf as well. So I am currently talking to the riders if you guys can't hear them on the stream for this race. So it's just easy for me if there's huge incidences going on in this one. I'll be able to understand what's going on. It's a bit harder to commentate when you've got other people. You can hear other people, but you know, I'll stick with it for this race. It'll be fine. We're coming near. We're over halfway through now, technically now, so Jack is still out in front. Jisoki's gone down. Jisoki down. That's so currently your top three is Jack Hammer in first, Finley in second, and Joey in third. So both the VollGazz guys looking to get a double podium. Did he exceed there, Finley? It's Jack now. Nelson currently in fourth. I think this will be one of the sunny races where he's been almost off the podium. He's been pretty consistent with podiums. Somebody running on the green very, very slightly there, so just keep an eye on one of the Red Bulls. Okay, that clarified to me who it was. It was in fact Josh, so we'll have to keep an eye on Josh. There is a battle for second going on right now between both of the VollGazz racing teams. Oh, Josh hit his bike. Joey is honing down his teammate. Jack pulling out a lead now. He's looking like he's going to do another double, though. What is the tyres like at this point in the race then, Beck? Deck, where are you, man? I think we've got some technical issues going on right now. Right, so as we wait for Deck to sort whatever he's doing out, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, as Joey tries to go for a move on his teammate, but he doesn't quite make it stick, but I think he's going to try and go in the slipstream. Make his move into turn 4 as he's getting past. And he's through. Oh, is this? Oh, he's Joey riding very aggressive. Pushing his teammate out wide, but Finley's looking to attack straight about contact. He's letting you through. Oh, Nelson. Nelson on the green a bit there, as well as Jack Berman. Very slightly, it looked like. As Finley is still on the back of his teammate. Oh, Finley on the green, on the grass. Oh my god, that was very, very close. It's Finley now. He's gonna try. He's a bit. I'm seeing that. I don't know why he's weaving. That's very, very odd. Those. As the guys power down that back straight now. As Jack is looking to clinch the next double race victory, and he will be setting his flag down and saying, I'm dominating this league, and he's done a great job. So well done to Jack for winning the title. We'll be speaking to him very shortly. There's Jack now. Comes across the line and he wins the second race of Termas. Does another double. Joey crosses in second ahead of his teammate there, which ruins Finley's fights in the championship possibly, but still comes home with a good amount of points. Nelson crossing in fourth, Mogsy in fifth, Mimon in sixth, G Silky in seventh, Jack Berman crosses in eighth, as now Joe comes across in ninth, Josh in 10th, and then rounding off today's finishers in second race is Mike Taylor in 11th after a pretty good first race, and we will confirm the times. Yeah, we'll have to review it. And your results of race 2 is Jack Hammer with another win, does a double, Joey in second after overtaking his teammate, Finley in third with the ESOL Trans team doing a double podium, Nelson in fourth, Mogsy in fifth, Mimon in sixth, G Silky in seventh, Jack Berman in eighth, Joe in ninth, there is a bot in 10th, and then running off your finishers for race 2 is Mike after a bit of a disaster race in 11th. Okay. So it was a bit difficult there to do the finishes there when I've unmuted everybody, and it's kind of hard to focus, but we will be speaking to your podium finishers, and we will I will just wait for everyone to sort whatever they need to do out, and we will start. Are you ready, Deck? If you can hear us, or you're there, or... And we will start with our third place finisher of race 1, and that is of Giselki.
Yes,
Giselki, well done on the third position in race 1. I believe that is your first podium in VollGazz Moto 2. Just tell us a little bit how the race went for you. And very well done to you, and you did ride a very good race, so well done, and hopefully this will give you a bit more confidence for, you know, the future. So well done. And we will now be speaking to your second place finisher of race 1, and that is of Nelson. Nelson, well done, another podium for you, and fortunately you weren't able to hold off Jack anymore for the title, but you come home with good points, your championship, so just tell us a bit how you felt the race was and went for you.
Yeah, the race 1 was really really fun. I had a good start once again, but I believe I immediately made some mistakes in the first half of the track. So Jack just capitalized on it and pulled the gap. I tried to stay with him. It worked. I got faster and faster behind him, putting in fast lap of the races. But I already knew the championship was his, but so I was just trying to be as close as possible to him. So I'm happy about just finishing 1.1 seconds behind him because that's good enough for me. So I'm happy about that race.
So, very well done, Nelson, and hopefully you'll be able to get a podium or maybe the or two podiums in the final two races next week. So well done. We move on to our VollGazz Racing Moto2 champion, which is one and only Jack Hammer. Jack, well done. You are officially the champion of this season of Moto2. So just tell us how the race went for you and just how do you feel about being able to clinch the title?
Yeah, thanks. It was a great qualifying. Didn't expect to do the time I did, but at the start I knew Nelson was going to get the whole shot, but then he made a little mistake on the curb and I undercut him, and then I just made sure that I pulled a bit of a gap. Then on lap 2 and 3 and 4, I had a little problem of some sort where I just couldn't push to the maximum, but then from lap 5 I could then push very hard and yeah, I took the win in the championship, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, and if you can just seeing as you've now won the championship, what in your opinion is your favorite race that you've done so far this season?
Uh, you'd have to come back to me on that
If
one.
you, that's no
Come back
problem.
to me
We'll
in the
come back
second
to you in a
interview.
moment anyway. Yeah, definitely. So that is your race one finishers for the podium done, and we will be speaking to our third place finisher in that second race, which is Finley. Finley, well done. You rode two great races, and in the second one, you managed to get a podium. You were overtaken by a teammate at the end there, but you still got good points for your championship. So just let us know how you felt the race went.
Race one was good. I qualified pretty good. I enjoyed that race. It was pretty clean. Apart from I was in third, then I crashed, so that weren't too great. And congratulations to Silky on that podium, and congratulations to Jack on the championship. Then the second race was carnage. It kept restarting and everything, but I started from P2, then just rode behind after when the race stuff finally started going again. I rode behind Jack and Nelson, and then Jack crashed and Nelson crashed, so I just rode that. And then me and then had a good battle, but I'm happy to extend, probably getting further into third, and happy for the P3.
Yep, and well done. You've rode really well these past few races, and you're getting quicker each round. So hopefully you'll be able to do well in the final round of the season. And we
Thank you.
move on to our second place finisher with Joey, and I don't believe Joey is in the party right now, or he has a mic. I'm not 100% sure. Is he here? You're here. Okay, so hello, Joey. So well done on the second position. You managed to overtake your teammate at the end there. So just let us know how you felt the race was and went for you.
Then
Thanks for that good interview there, Joey. And well done on the P2. And we move on to our race winner once again of the second race, Jack Hammer. He's been dominant all season. He's only been off the win once now, or twice, I believe. So Jack riding really well this season. He's got another double. So Jack, just tell us a bit how the race went for you, and after that disastrous 3 starts and red flags.
Yeah, we had many starts. I don't know what the count was, but after all of that, it was very hard to keep the concentration. But anyway, I got a good start. Nelson made a little bit of mistake into the entry of turn 3, so I passed him. But then into turn 5, I outbroke myself because I could hear Nelson and I thought he was going to dive, so I braked later and he baited me quite well. Then on the comeback, unfortunately, I didn't see Jack Berman, so well, sort of milestone collision, so he went down, so I'm sorry about that. And then on the second lap, I started to push very hard to try and get to Nelson, and then again, Nelson made a little bit of an entry mistake into turn 6. So I saw my opportunity into turn 7 and unfortunately milestone again. But I guess it's finally gone my way in terms of our collisions this time. So yeah, I'm very happy about that, even though it's not the way I would have wanted to done an
Yeah.
overtake. Then I just started to push and push very hard, and yeah, I'm very happy to take another win.
Nice. And just come back to you on the question we had in the first interview for race 1. I don't know whether you've made a decision on what you feel like your highlight of the season was and so far, but if you haven't, that's totally fine. I expect you'll be on the podium next week. Okay, so just let us know what that is, and
So,
basically if you can explain why.
so for me, it was Brno race 2. For the very simple fact that in race 1, me and Elsa had a great battle until I was I can't remember if I in race 1, but Nelson nearly stayed in front, but I got away. And in race 2, I knew Nelson was going to do everything he can just to send it and stay in front, which he did a great job until until Deck called out assassination, and then 4 corners later, I got assassinated. But then Joe was behind Nelson, giving him a lot of pressure, and on the last lap he was really gaining, but then I was gaining, and it was all mounting up into the final chicane, and then Joe just sent it, completely botched it, took Nelson out, effectively gave up the position to give back to Nelson and handed me the victory. So I think that was the best teamwork the MV Augusta team has done. So, and I think overall that's the funniest experience for me. So yeah, I'd say that's the funniest highlight for me.
Well, I really do appreciate you, explaining everything and, making a decision on that. But who knows, next week, one of next week's races could be a highlight. Who knows, it could be an incredible race. But well done on the double, and then also the title more than anything. And that is it from us, Deck. From me and Deck. Deck's not really spoken much today, but thanks to him for the stream, and I'm sure the guys really appreciate it, so they can hopefully be able to go back and watch the races. And we will be back next week for the final round of VollGazz Racing Moto 2. You will join us live from Valencia, so we will hopefully see you guys then. So that's it from me.